Hello. My third attempt. I am trying to make up for missing Friday with a meditation. I've listened to several other people's meditation this past week and over the last couple of weeks, actually. And one of the things that I find fascinating is people that are not necessarily connected to each other have similar themes in the meditations they're bringing forth. As Jung would talk about the collective unconscious, the synchronicities of life, and how we are picking up stuff. And I'm certainly not an astrologer, but I've listened to a few that are really grounded in the history, looking at patterns, and also the mythology behind the planets and the energies and such. And I think it's bearing out around us. As we can see, we're definitely in very times of change, which also brings chaos a lot. And when old systems are collapsing, it's very chaotic, and it can look, as they say, darkest before the dawn. So how do we stay out of fear and worry and outrage at much of what we're seeing in the world? And with technology, we know it instantaneously. And we're also having to filter out, like, there's so much exploiting situations and really exploiting our emotions too. Because I don't know about you, but every time I get on, there's some kind of breaking news. And when you look at it, a lot of times if you click on the story or whatever, I feel like it's clickbait. It's like the story doesn't match up to the, you know, flashy title and like dire warning or whatever. And there's also a section, I don't know if it's the media or part of the collective unconscious that we're trying to clear, that really wants to plug into our base emotions, which is fear and survival and those kinds of things. And I've struggled with that, certainly. Some things have happened in my personal life that have certainly brought up my own old fears and old patterns too, which, if we believe the astrologers, and even if you don't, just the energy that we're feeling, we're bringing up old stuff to clear, should we choose to do that. For me, I don't even know if it's just a victim energy. There's some martyr energy, definitely, that has popped up. But what the words that came for me this week were, oh, life is just something you endure. Suffering is inevitable. It's something you have to endure. And, in that, there's some martyrdom feeling of, well, this is just, the long suffering of life, right? And while it's true, I don't want to be naive and Pollyanna and go, oh, life is beautiful all the time, because it's not. There is suffering, and that is true. But just enduring doesn't feel good either. So how do we move to a place of peace with that? And also part of the theme that has been through all of these things is really checking in with our own information, really clicking in to our own higher self, our own higher wisdom. You may call that tuning in to source, and truth. And truth isn't a dogma. Truth is like, oh, this is the truth of this situation. These are my choices, within this truth of the situation. And things change, as we know. but not giving our power away. That, yes, teachers are great, guides are great, books are wonderful, but we have to stop this making something outside of ourselves have more power, and feeling like that's where all the information is. You know, it's within us to tune in and tune up. It's like going in and going up to a higher state, beyond our fear and a lot of the old programming that we have. So that's kind of what I'd like to try to do today with the meditation, me and my coffee. It's a chilly day here. It's overcast. It's Sunday. The tree outside that I can see is finally got all its little green leaves. I wasn't for sure it was going to come back. It looked pretty sad over the fall and the winter, but it is all bloomed out. So let us bloom. So I would just say get comfortable wherever you're at. Again, don't drive while you're listening to a meditation video of any sort. Excuse me. Whether you're laying down comfortable on a couch, reclining, sitting in your favorite spot, or laying down, just begin to breathe. Just paying attention to your breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just doing some nice slow breaths in the beginning. Breathing in. With every exhale, just feel like you're releasing more tension or stress. Just becoming more relaxed with your breath. And just begin to maybe close your eyes if you want, or you can keep them open. Begin to take some nice deeper breaths. Breathing in as deep as you can, and hold as long as you can. And when you release, you feel that wave of relaxation that starts from the top of your head all the way down to the bottom of your toes. And taking another nice deep breath in, going as deep as you can, and breathe in again, and hold as long as you can. And when you release, you feel that other wave going even deeper into relaxation. It flows through the top of your head, all the way down to the bottoms of your toes, bottoms of your feet. Let it out, like you're deflating a balloon. And then taking one last really deep breath in, and just take it in as far as you can, breathing in and breathing in again and again. Filling up that whole belly, that chest, and hold as long as you can. And when you release, that wave of relaxation goes even deeper. Begin to feel like you maybe are in an egg-shaped auric field, your own auric field, and it's shaped kind of like an egg, and you are sitting in the middle of this beautiful egg with wonderful colors swirling around. Begin to feel into your heart space. You may even put your hand over your heart just to acknowledge the physical place where the heart sits, the wisdom of the heart. And begin to feel in with your third eye, perhaps, putting your hand maybe even right there between your eyes and just tapping a little bit while you're keeping your other hand over your heart. And just feel the energy going back and forth between the two. You may even feel like the energy of the infinity symbol or an 8. It's just looping back and forth, this energy going back and forth from the head to the heart, which includes this third eye, going from the head to the heart. And seeing if there's some blockages in the pathway of the messages going from the head to the heart. And just asking with this beautiful energy that is accompanying you in your egg-shaped energy field to help clear any blockages. Begin to sense that beautiful space in your heart, which is your most safe and sacred place. And if you've done some of the videos or meditations with me, this will be a familiar place. Although it may look different, it can always change. And the threshold is there for you to walk through to your most safe and sacred place, going within. The intention that you are connecting to your highest wisdom. And your highest wisdom may look like a guide, an angel, an energy, a reflection pool even that is reflecting yourself back to you, but your higher self. As we're connecting to our higher wisdom, my higher self, and as this energy is flowing around us in this protective space, ask to see where you may be attached to or corded into, however you want to see that, to the level of fear and survival energy that is in the collective, and ask for help in clearing this, and asking to see what your truth is in these times. What is it that you most need to know or do or understand or see? And you may see it in any way that comes to you. I'm kind of seeing a reflection pool to look into. And the pool for me shows different scenes and images. Yours may come in different ways. It may come in words or whispers or understanding. It may come from a conversation with your guide, which is truly your higher self. But sometimes they look different to make it easier for us to comprehend. Just allow this space, this protective egg that we are in, where at the bottom we see all the fear, the survival, the programming of martyrdom, victimhood, endurance, that life is something to endure. And we see all that programming just going to the bottom of the egg and slowly going down, down deep to be transmuted into the core of Mother Earth as we lift up into the egg, into our higher self, in our sacred place, and we ask, what is it that we most need to know at this time? And I will be silent for 3 minutes for you to gather an experience for yourself. And begin to bring yourself back, gathering any information, understanding in this beautiful space. I found myself, I still am kind of rocking back and forth. And one of the great messages that came through for me was that we will know what we need to know in any given situation. So whatever comes, we will have either foresight or information in the moment on how to act. So it's building our trust and our connection. So as you start coming back, you go back through the threshold, which really is always a part of us. This exercising going through a threshold is more for our mind than it is a separate place. It is within us always. So coming back more and more to the room, feeling yourself sitting wherever you are or laying, feeling your body, and just coming back to the here and now and opening your eyes, looking around, moving, stretching a little bit. And I hope this was beneficial for you. I would encourage you and myself to remember to check into this place. And when we catch ourselves getting into this fear or survival, that we take a moment to breathe and know that we will know what we need to do, where we need to act. Some people are being called to be on the front lines in certain places with certain events in the world. Others are being called to advocate in other ways, to write, to make music, to make art. It's not about burying our head in the sands. It's about knowing that we will know what the right thing to do is in the moment and trusting that. I hope that you all have a wonderful week ahead. I love you guys. Remember to pray for each other. Prayers are powerful, sending out energy for the highest good for the people that we love and the situations that are up for us, for them, for the world, and to hold on to hope. To hold on to hope that love is the answer. It's not a mamby-pamby kind of love. It's strength. It's solidarity. It's being there for each other in whatever ways we can. And that looks different for each of us. So I send you all blessings and love, and trust your own inner guidance. Find a teacher, find a group, but do not give away your power. You know what is true for you. All right. Love you guys. Bye.